Hey guys, welcome to Dynasty Football Live. We're back, and we're coming at you live with this AFC East division rankings. This is going to be a really, really, really good division, and I'm excited to talk about it. I know Manny's excited to talk about it. There's a lot of talent now in the AFC East, guys. Like there's talent that. I mean, this is going to be a good one, man. So strap up, get ready. We're about to break it down. So, Manny, take it away at the bottom here for the AFC East.
You know, as I've been doing a lot of these AFC, year-end prediction videos, and dude, the AFC is loaded. Every division is loaded. I'm shocked that Aaron Rodgers wanted to go here. Dude, if he wins a Super Bowl in the AFC side of things, that's going to cement his legacy. Anyways, I'll get started. Not going to ramble too much, but for me, I'm not excited to say this, but here, Patriots are going to be last. A lot of questions regarding their offense. I know they have Bill O'Brien back in the building, so that should kind of right the ship in the offensive side of things. But Mac Jones took a huge step backwards last year. I know it wasn't just him. I really love their running backs. I think Stevenson is probably going to break out, assuming Belichick is not controlling things and, he starts some half games. I don't know. You don't want to own any Patriot running backs, just an FYI. But Stevenson, if you're going to have one, that's the guy to have. I think the addition of Juju is going to be huge. Even though, man, I didn't realize he was 26. I feel like he's been around forever. But Juju being added to that receiving core, along with Devontae Parker and Tyquan Thornton, kind of broke out a little bit last year. They actually have quite an interesting wide receiver room. Not quite a number one that you would say. I mean, Devontae Parker at one point was kind of the Dolphins' number one, but he's already 30. They have Kayshon Boutte, Kendrick Bourne, Devontae Parker. It's quite deep. Let's see what happens with Boutte there. And at the tight end position, they seem to just love having two tight ends. So they went and got Gesicki, which kind of hurt me personally as a Henry owner. But their offense could be all right. It's just a matter of what's going to happen with the scheme and what O'Brien's going to bring back to this Patriot team. As far as the defense, we know who's running the show there, and that's Belichick. And they have Judon. They have, let's not forget the rookie. Oh, God, what's his name now?
Kayshon Boutte?
No, the rookie linebacker, defensive end. Anyways, dude from Georgia Tech, he looks scary. As a human being, as a football player, I'm scared for my life just looking at his picture. So that should be it.
Wheaton?
No.
Is it Wheaton? I don't know.
No, it's not.
Keaton, I think. I don't know.
I can't remember, but anyway, the dude is scary. Not to, let's not undersell that. I think Marte Mapu, a linebacker, it's got an interesting situation there. I really, really love their secondary. I think Kyle Duggar people were kind of questioning that pick, just like they kind of seem to always do. And, Belichick, Belichick knows. Duggar kind of broke out last couple of years. Mapu kind of plays linebacker. He plays safety, corner. He plays everything. He's kind of a tweener. I think the steal of the draft, at least in the first round, was Christian Gonzalez. And kind of pairing him with Jonathan Jones is quite interesting situation there. So even though they have some positives, there's just too much talent in the East, and they're last. They're last for me. Question.
Yeah. No, I agree. That guy we were talking about is Keon White. That is his
Keon
name.
White, dude, that dude is scary, dude.
Yeah,
I wouldn't be
very.
surprised if
Yeah,
he leads the rookies in sacks this year.
yeah.
I wouldn't
We're
be surprised.
also we're also talking about them drafting one of the best cornerbacks in the whole draft this year, and
Mm-hmm.
Christian Gonzalez too. So
Yeah.
don't forget that. Defensive side of the ball, as is always good for the Patriots. They always have a good defense, right? The problem is they don't invest in offense. They don't go get the guys they need to get this shit done. So for me, the Patriots, you've made your own bed here. You're an idiot. You let the goat walk 3 years too soon, right? For what? For Mac Jones, overweight ass? Like, dude, I'm sorry, man. I have never been on the Mac Jones train, and I'm not going to be on that train because the dude just is not elite. I don't think he's ever going to be elite. The league, I'll say it once and I'll say it until I'm blue in the face. This league is moving towards RPO quarterbacks. It's not a fat boy Jared Lorenzen type freaking the hefty lefty had his chance, RIP, but we don't need you in the Patriots. If I was the Patriots, I would suck this year and go get Caleb Williams. That's what the Patriots are used to, a quarterback like that. If you could get someone like that, you need to be loading up on first rounders. I'd sell everybody on this freaking team to try to get Caleb Williams. All right. So, with that being said, no one on this offense scares me. Maybe Ramondre Stevenson. That's it. All right. Mediocre. Mac Jones, middle of the 20s in Dynasty, for quarterbacks. Nothing scares me there, okay? Juju Smith-Schuster, kind of good. Kind of. I mean,
He's definitely not a wide receiver one for sure.
No, he's a flash in the pan type wide receiver to me. Okay. Then we go to Tyquan Thornton. Had some moments last year, unfortunately. Didn't keep that momentum going. Devontae Parker, washed. Sorry, Devontae, you were good with the Dolphins, but you're just not there. Kendrick Bourne, I think he could be good if he got a little bit more love. No one seems to want to give him the love that I think he deserves. I think he's underrated. Keyshawn Boutte, I think that he could come in and maybe resurrect his career. We'll see. But Mike Gesicki and Hunter Henry, I like that tight end room. Okay, I do like the tight end room. It's one of their strong points there. So for me, Patriots, you deserve to be in last because you've neglected your offense. Your offense has been neglected for quite some time since Brady left. So, anyways, guys, for me, third place in this division might shock you. It might. And here I come. It's going to be the Miami Dolphins. The Miami Dolphins are they're going to come out hard. They're going to come out swinging. They have the talent. I'm not discrediting what they've done here. They have a solid team, especially if they go get Dalvin Cook. Here's what I'm saying. Tua Tagovailoa is not Aaron Rodgers. He's not Josh Allen. There's no freaking way that you can convince me otherwise, okay? Quarterbacks rule the freaking roost when we talk about where these teams are going to stack up at the end of the year, okay? Tua is a good quarterback. He hasn't shown me that he's a great quarterback, especially with those massive concussions he got last year. Okay, that kind of scares me a little bit about the Dolphins. Again, I will reiterate, they have the talent to be the top dog in this division. It's going to solely and purely be on Tua's back. That's where it goes from here. They have the defense. They have the offense. Can Tua stay healthy? And until he proves me otherwise, like I've said in multiple videos, I'm a believer in seeing, right? Not believing. You got to show me that you're worth the top spot. So Tua, show me you're worth the top spot. Right now you're in third. There's no way I'm putting you over Aaron Rodgers or Josh Allen. The offense is stacked, guys. I mean, it's a beautiful offense. It's for me. There's a little bit left to desire at the tight end position. I mean, you mean to tell me you want to let Gesicki go and not go replace him with someone? Um, and that's a big void on your offense. If you ain't got no scary tight ends, you ain't doing damage up the middle, and they're going to double team your wide receivers all day long. They're going to stack the box on your running back. So, with that being said, it's the Dolphins right here in third for me.
I agree as far as the where they're going to end the season. I don't agree with you on Tua. Now, let me finish. I think Tua can be healthy, top 7 quarterbacks in the NFL. The problem is, like you said, he hasn't shown it. I think the talent is there. I think he definitely has the weapons. The decision making is there. He has all the tools to be top 7, maybe even top 5 quarterback statistically in the league. The question is health, which is what you mentioned. And I completely agree with you. And for me, until you show it, there's going to be questions about where this team is going to end, which is why I have them at third, just like you do. But when you look at the weapons they have, running back, similar to 49er, it doesn't matter. I hope they get Cook. I mean, that would make this offense even greater, but they don't need to, technically. I mean, it's kind of like the 49ers. They just put someone back there and somehow they get 100 yards. Doesn't matter. Receiver-wise, extremely deep. Obviously, they have the big dogs. They have Waddle and Hill. Barrios, don't sleep on him. I think Chosen Anderson, he's kind of in the back end of his career, but he can still make some plays. Cedric Wilson, extremely underrated. And River Craycraft, definitely kind of, I'm not going to say broke out because he didn't break out, but he definitely made a lot of interesting plays last year. We'll see what happens there. And they also have the 4th round pick. I'm not going to say his name because that's a tough one. From Texas Tech last year. Who knows? So I understand the fact that their tight ends are kind of, there's not a big name there, but maybe they want to go more into the 4 wide or kind of spread everything out and not necessarily use the tight end as much. We'll see. We'll see. Defensively, though, is where I think the Dolphins, the sky's the limit. It's just like you said, depends on Tua's health. But their defense, man, Christian Wilson, Jalen Phillips, Bradley Chubb, Emmanuel Ogba, I think that's how you say it. Ridiculous defensive line. Linebackers are extremely productive too. One of my favorites is Jerome Baker. I think he's super underrated. He just has a nose for the ball. And let's not forget their secondary. I think they have probably the best secondary in the NFL. I'm not sure if you agree with that, but that's definitely my take on it. I think after getting Ramsey from the Rams, Brandon Jones, elite, Javon Holland, dude, one of the best safeties in the league. He's just basically a center field out there. He can go get it from anywhere. Xavier Howard, obviously, 1,000 million interceptions. And they have the rookie from South Carolina, Smith, who I think is going to be probably one of the top corners in this league soon. And I think the fact they drafted him with the depth they have in their secondary is going to allow Ramsey to move around. And in my mind, and I guess I'm full of hot takes, I think Ramsey is going to be used similar to the way Charles Woodson was used when he was with the Packers, which is basically everywhere. He's going to play a little safety, a little slot, a little outside. He's going to be blitzing a lot. I think he's going to be I think he might have, this is a very hot take, Defensive Player of the Year type year.
Okay.
But yeah, with that said, there's still 3. This is a very hot take, Defensive Player of the Year type year.
Okay.
But yeah, with that said, there's still 3.
Yeah, there's still 3. However, guys, let me back up here. Let me go back to the Dolphins. I do think they sneak into the playoffs. I think they get there, especially if they sign Dalvin Cook like he's linked to. Actually, Dalvin Cook lately has been linked to the Patriots, believe it or not. Which, boy, if they got him, that that might bump them up a little bit. I still don't think they get out of the bottom, but but just to let you guys know, Dalvin Cook is linked to the Patriots. Another. I'll go back to a wide receiver you were talking about, Easy E. That's it. That's what he goes by. That's his nickname. So I think that he could be a factor for you guys this year in Dynasty. I think he emerges as the number 3 wide receiver for the Dolphins. With that being said, who we got at 2 here, man? Where are we going? Are you gonna trust? Are you gonna trust in the? You think? I don't know, man. I've been waiting for this one. I've been waiting for this division because I know you're a lifelong Packers fan. Where are we at number 2 in this division?
I'm gonna have to go with my head and not my heart. As much as I want to say the Jets are gonna win, just because I think they have a lot of talent, and they're literally I think a quarterback away. Maybe not last year, but I think with the additions they had this offseason, they're definitely a quarterback away, which they do have now, which is Aaron Rodgers. Like you said, I'm a long life Packer fan, but I'm not an Aaron Rodgers hater, which we're kind of split in that sense. Some Packer fans are glad he's gone. Some are not glad he's gone. I'm okay that he's gone, but I'm actually a Jets fan this year. As long as he plays for the Jets, I'm going to be rooting for Aaron Rodgers. I'm a Packers fan, but I'm rooting for Aaron Rodgers in the AFC. And I think as much as I want him to win the whole thing, I think they're going to be number 2. But when you look at their weapon, if they have Breece Hall coming back healthy, which all signs point to yes, even though he's kind of in the pup list right now. They have Michael Carter, Israel Abanikanda, which is a rookie out of Pittsburgh, which I really, really like. I wish he had gone somewhere else. And Sonovan Knight, who kind of came out of nowhere last year with all the injuries they had at the running back position. So the running back room is extremely deep. Receivers, my goodness. Obviously, we talked about Garrett Wilson earlier with the whole, or in a different video, actually. But we did talk about Garrett Wilson and how elite he was with the lack of quarterback production and how Judy, hadn't been able to do that. So I think if you're the guy, you're the guy, and Garrett Wilson is definitely a guy. Alan Lazard, for me, is a perfect complement to Wilson as a great number 2. We saw what happened last year. He makes plays, but he's not a number 1. So for me, that's a great pickup there. Hardman with that speed out of Georgia. Obviously, he had some moments with the Chiefs, but it didn't quite work out. And I think that's quite interesting. Corey Davis. I mean, the names, it's quite, they're 5 deep, dude. I'm going to say 4. Cobb is reliable, but he's not Cobb. Anyways, very interesting. The tight ends are kind of deep too. Although they don't have like a big, elite guy like Kelsey or anything like that. So, but I think for sure their offense is going to be quite dangerous this year, especially with Rodgers at quarterback. He's going to be putting balls into windows that people are not going to believe he's doing. He's going to have another MVP caliber season, in my opinion. And I would not be surprised if he ends up in the AFC Championship game or even the Super Bowl. I said it right here. I'm not scared. Tell me I'm on drugs, which I'm not. Tell me I'm drunk. Tell me whatever you want in the comment section. But I believe that with my heart. I think they're deep loaded. Quentin Williams is extremely elite. Carl Lawson, we know what he can do. Jeremiah Johnson II, the steal of the draft. I don't know how he went. Well, I mean, he went in the first round, but late in the first round. He should have gone earlier. And rookie Will McDonald. I mean, when you look at that, the pressure they're going to be able to put on the quarterback position, that's going to be scary. Then they have Mosley kind of leading the linebacking core, which Mosley is elite as well. And they brought in another Packer, Adrian Amos, who has played every single game since he came to the Packers from the Bears. He played every single game without missing one, and he just keeps making plays. He's leading that secondary with veteran presence, and we can't forget Sauce Gardner. I mean, probably the best corner in the NFL. I don't know how he's not rated higher in Madden. And anyways, I think this team is going to make some noise. I'm definitely drinking some of the Kool-Aid, and I'm not ashamed of it. Go Rodgers.
Guys, if you think that I'm going to pick the Jets over the Bills, you're right.
Wow.
All right. So
I thought I'd be the one to do that, but
here's what's going to happen. All right. For one, I'm not on drugs. So let me just reiterate that. Comeback player of the year, possible MVP, Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers is tired of the bullshit that he had to deal with when he was with the Packers. And it's not because of the franchise is not great and didn't want to take care of him. It's because they had a neglective general manager that didn't want to take care of Aaron Rodgers and treat Aaron Rodgers the way he needed to be treated. But those days are over. The Jets saw that. They capitalized on that. They went and got him. And they got every single guy that he requested, almost. Every single one. I know OBJ was on there or something like that, but they pretty much said, hey, Rodgers, we got you back. Come on over here. Play with us. We'll get you. So Aaron Rodgers to Wilson for one is a 1A and 1A plus right there. So then you got Breece Hall. If he comes back healthy, you're looking at a triple-headed monster, dude. I'm telling you right now, if that team stays healthy, they are cruising in this division. I'm not talking about competing with Josh Allen. They're going to leave Josh Allen, okay? And that's the difference between Aaron Rodgers and Josh Allen. Aaron Rodgers, if you guys remember, y'all must have forgot. Aaron Rodgers won MVP year before last.
And the year before last too.
Hey,
back to back.
Sleeping massively on Aaron Rodgers. Now I know he's with the new team. They're going to come in. They're going to try to give him everything he wants. And I think with the defense that they have and the wide receiver depth that they have and the running back they have, barring injury to Aaron Rodgers, guys, Bills second place for me. Bills are right here in the second place. So I talked about the Jets. You can go ahead and talk about the Bills because I know you have the Bills ahead of me. But, we'll end this video with you talking about the Bills. For me, it's Bills second and your new comeback player of the year plus MVP, Aaron Rodgers, is taking this team all the way to the AFC Championship, dude. Hey, guys, I said it here first. Get mad at me if you want. I don't give a shit. Start your own channel if you don't like the way hey, guys, it's Aaron Rodgers at the time.
Honestly, I'm shocked. They, these are not scripted, so we don't know each other's picks. I thought I was being conservative, picking who I picked second. Like I said, I do believe they could easily go to the AFC Championship game, if not Super Bowl. But anyways.
Bro, Aaron Rodgers is not fucking around this year, bro. He's coming out.
I guarantee, dude, he's coming. Bro. Dude, he has receipts. Bro, he will come back and tell everyone they were wrong. I'm super pumped. Anyways, I need to stop. The Bills. I feel like they're going to win reluctantly. Anyways, they have Josh Allen. He's been playing amazing. I think the question for me is the running back position. And I wish that they would use the running backs a little bit different. If they're not going to use them, because Josh Allen obviously loves to run, if they're not going to use them traditionally running the ball because they do a lot of RPOs and stuff, and he keeps it a lot, they need to dump it off to them more often. Then use them in the passing game. Do be a little bit more versatile. I mean, James Cook could be that guy. Naheem Hines is definitely that guy. We've seen it. I think Damian Harris could be the guy who kind of runs between the tackles. So they do have a good, and they have Latavius Murray too, which he's kind of older, but he's still making plays. So running back, I think personally, as well as they've done, they haven't been able to crack the code and to be able to beat Mahomes. And I think their philosophy on offense needs to change. I think it needs to be more balanced. And I know they are kind of balanced because Josh Allen runs the ball and has, putting up those numbers. But I mean balance in the sense of the running back position being a little more involved, whether that's catching more and running more, for sure. Receivers, they're pretty loaded. I think Diggs is probably one of the most underrated. I mean, obviously he's pretty well rated, but I think people kind of forget about him. Even with the Vikings, they drafted Jefferson, and everyone forgot that Diggs played for the for the Vikings for a long time, even though they. Anyway, I don't want to get down that road because I'm going to have Thielen flashbacks. But anyways, I think they're pretty much set to be one of the top teams in the AFC and the NFL. Personally, I just think they need to change their style a little bit as far as offense. Defensively, we saw what happened after Von Miller got hurt, and that scares me. I think obviously that he's supposed to be healthy now, but he's 34, coming back from an ACL. I think it's an ACL injury. Russo hasn't quite broke out a little bit, but he did have a good season last year. Epinesa, I didn't really believe in him coming out. He's more of a high motor, high effort guy, but not athletically. He's not the same level as a Von Miller, for example. They have decent linebackers. Obviously, they kept that secondary intact, so their defense could make a lot of plays. And Damar Hamlin is back, dude. I'm still surprised that he, if I'm his family, that was such a scary situation. I know you kind of want to not live scared and make decisions scared like that, but it's scary. But anyways, Bills number 1. Hopefully Jets number 1 though.
Hey guys, we all have our different opinions, and that's fine here. That's why we like to talk about these rankings. I for one just think there's too much of a chip on Aaron Rodgers' shoulder, and when you have a guy like that that's mad, watch out, dude. That's all I'm saying. Watch out. I feel it in my heart. I think he's going to come out slinging this year, man, and show us. I mean, the guy's look jacked. He hasn't looked like the old long-haired, scruffed up Aaron Rodgers. He's a new man, new team. So we're gonna find out. But hey, I hope you guys enjoyed our AFC East rankings, guys. It's been a fun one. Manny has the Bills at the top. I got the Jets. And we're gonna see how the cookie crumbles at the end of the year. You got anything before we get out of here, man?
I had the Bills at the top, but the Jets are at the top of my heart. So let's see what happens. Go Rodgers.
Both those teams, by the way, are going to be in the playoffs. So let's just chalk that one up. So, anyways, guys, I'm gonna leave out of here how I always leave out of here, and it's Dynasty Football out.